My name is Gary Stokes. I'm a Vice President with Deutsche Bank. They are a German investment bank currently operating in Ireland. I work for them in Dublin. They have an operation in Dublin that consists of about 600 people, and the roles of those people within that office would be supporting our global operations worldwide. The part I found most useful about the course so far, it's hard to kind of focus on one element. I think there's been a number of items that stick out for me. One of them particularly would be around future-proofing within my role. I think we've covered off a lot of topics in regards to robotics, automation. That was covered in the second module, and that's something that I think is going to be very important, particularly within my industry, the banking industry, going forward. Also as well, other topics I found very useful was around, in terms of my leadership style. I think the course has taught me a lot in terms of models, in terms of theory, and also from learning from the other participants in the class to ensure that my leadership style is authentic, but at the same time that it's effective. Do I feel I can apply any of the course into the workplace? For me, yes, there's a number of elements. I think one of the elements that I've already applied was around the strategy. We covered a lot comprehensively on strategy over the last couple of months, and where my organisation is at the moment, we were looking at the strategy of the local office for the years ahead. And one of the elements of the course covered was around future-proofing strategy, which is something a lot of organisations overlook. The rollout of strategy without giving thought to the potential impact or consequences of external events that can happen worldwide that may subsequently impact on it. So having learned that, I was able to incorporate a lot of that into the strategy design for our organisation in Dublin. My experience and how the course is taught is very different to what I was anticipating. I was expecting very much a traditional academic setting. I thought it'd be very much classroom based with everybody just sitting there with a book in front of them learning. It's been quite the opposite. It's been very engaging. I've been on the course, there's a number of different people coming from very different backgrounds to myself. I come from a banking background. There's people there that work for the public service in terms of the health organisation. There's people there that are editors of newspapers, so quite diversity in the sense of the experience they're bringing. So that has made for a lot of interesting conversations, a lot of interesting debates, and more importantly, a lot of diverse perspectives. So we can kind of see what other organisations do, what they do well, maybe what they don't do so well, and bring that learning back to the organisations that we work for. I think as well, as a mature student going back to education where you're working a full-time job and you're having to study part-time, I think the setup of the course has been brilliant in terms of how it's organised, in terms of how it's structured and facilitated, and it's very flexible if you're having to work a full-time role, so I found that much easier as well.